We're live from Egypt as we got the Championships Classic here presented by the Around the World Sports Network. Man, this is going to be a lot of fun. We got four amazing teams. It's the four first Gold Bowl winning teams here in the CWSFL. We got the Egypt Pharaohs. We got the Minnesota Polar Bears. We got the Bangkok Pandas and the Berlin Hellhounds. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got the Pharaohs taking on the Pandas here first, and then the next game will be the Polar Bears taking on the Hounds. Pharaohs, they won the first two Gold Bowls here in the CWSFL, so they'll be hosting here the first ever Championships Classic. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's sold out, and it's sold out by a lot of Pharaohs fans right now. We'll see how coming into that next game if they turn into the Polar Bears fans, or if they stay Pharaohs fans. But right now, man, it is a ton of Pharaohs fans here ready to watch them take on the Pandas, looking to be that first loss in about 13 games for them. We'll see if that happens. Pandas will get to go up against their old man, Herb Collins. We'll see if trusting Herb is still going to be the saying for the Pandas when they now are going up against Herb Collins. But we'll have to find out. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we cannot wait, though, to get down to the game. Like I said, it's going to be a good one. Championship Classic. It's going to be fun. So let's just head down to the field and let's get this one started. And just like that, we're live from the field where we got the Champions Classic, the first one ever here in the CWSFL. And we got the Pandas and the Pharaohs kicking it off. And the Pandas are going to start off with the ball first. We're going to see Jay Money and this Pandas offense come out here and see what they got. And man, this is a beautiful field here for the Champions Classic. They love the blue and white, the colors of the league. And there is a lot of Pharaohs fans here as this is hosted here in Egypt. So you know there's a lot of Pharaohs fans that have shown out. This is a home game for these guys. We'll see how many of them move to the next game, which is the Hounds and Polar Bears. But extra magic deflection on the first play of the game here. 2nd and 10 now for the Pandas. Ooh, tried to get that over to Jamar Chase and can't complete it. 3rd and 10 now. But he finds Jamar Chase there for a huge play. And it's going to be a touchdown for the Pandas. Jamar Chase, 74 yards. And it is a touchdown. And a first score on the board for this game by the Bangkok Pandas. Mr. Automatic is going to come out, knock this right up through for a 7-0 lead to get things started here in the Champions Classic. It was a struggle for the first two drives as they were incompletes. And then it was a huge play to Jamar Chase for a touchdown. Now we get to see Tom Brady Jr. and this Pharaohs offense come on out. See what they got. And it's going to be run up the middle with the man, Israel, the rookie. And he gets 8 yards. Is it 2nd and 2? Ooh. Sending the pressure, didn't matter. Threw it on up to Damian Parrish Johnson, and he went up and got it for a gain of 25. They're now across midfield. JB chased down Herb Collins on the outside. Gain of 19. Herb Collins going up against his former team. Won 2 Gold Bowls with the Pandas and a couple of awards. Was one of the best running backs in that. Ooh, and a sack by Emery Phelps. 9-yard tackle for a loss. It's going to be 2nd and 19 now for the Pharaohs. But Herb Collins was one of the better running backs in the league during his time with Bangkok. And he signed with the Pharaohs in free agency this past off season. And now he's brought down by JB right there for a loss of 2. Uh-oh. They get 7 on that. It's going to be 4th and 14. They might have to settle for 3 here. Looks like they're gonna take the 3. And is it good? Oh, it is good from 41 yards out. Eugene Harrison, the rookie. Pandas will start from the 25. CJ Jones with the deflection. Ooh, tough pass into traffic to Jamar Chase for a gain of 12. Uh-oh, finds Jalen Jones on the sideline. Ooh, tackle from behind by the H-man, but doesn't matter. Jalen Jones picks up 56 yards on his first reception. They're at the 6-yard line. Ooh, had a guy wide open and just didn't get it. Pro Goat. 5-yard completion. And there it is, Biggie Dishwasher coming in with his first run of the day for a 1-yard touchdown. (14-3) Bangkok. Analyzer comes up with the deflection right there. Intercepted by Nathan Bodie. Picked off Tom Brady Jr. Uh-oh, finds the tight end, Flandy Floss, for a gain of 28. And look at that, Trayvon Wright. His first reception for a touchdown. They've tried to connect multiple times, J Money and Wright today. Just haven't been able to do it, but finally they can connect at the end of the first quarter for the 3rd touchdown of the day. Run on the outside for Herb Collins. And he spins his way into a fumble. And is picked up by Analyzer. And just like that, every season he finds a way to get a defensive score. This time, it's a scoop and score. And the Pandas are rolling to a 28-3 lead. Pharaohs are back out on offense, and they give it to Herb Collins again. This time he runs over Analyzer and gets 11. Ooh, finds Damian Parrish Johnson over the middle for 19. There he is again, Damian Parrish Johnson for even more, 35. Man, Tom Brady Jr. and Damian Parrish Johnson are loving this connection. Wow, had a guy wide open over the middle and he chose to make the difficult throw. And Archie Wild comes up with the deflection on 4th down. Ooh, and on 4th down they go for it. And Tom Brady Jr. finds the rookie Israel. And the Pharaohs are trying to cut at this lead as it is now 28-10. 3:06 left here in the second quarter. Ooh, could have been intercepted. Ooh, Trayvon Wright got drilled, but picks up 8. Jalen Jones up the middle. Uh-oh, Biggie Dishwasher down the sideline. Tackled from behind by Tremont King, the former polar bear. That's a little bit of old West on West division crime right there. As Biggie Dishwasher, the former Lancer. Uh-oh. Trayvon Wright for his second touchdown of the day. And the Pandas are back in the end zone. And they extend this lead just a little bit more now as it's 34-10. We got a 2nd and 10, 8 for 13, 113 yards and a touchdown so far for Tom Brady Jr. And deflection there by Mad Max. 46 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Uh-oh. Finds Deshaun Blakely for 25. Uh-oh. Finds him again. This time for 18. If they can find a way to score here in this 20 seconds, they get ball to start the third quarter, so that's the best way to get back into this game. And they do just that. Damian Parrish-Johnson, who has 7 receptions here in just his first half alone, finds a way to get in the end zone. They're going to take the take the extra point with Eugene Harrison. It's going to be 35-17, 15 seconds left to go before the second quarter ends. They get ball to start the third quarter. This is a great way for the Pharaohs to find a way to get back into this. But they got to get stops. They have it in them. They just haven't been able to do it. Uh-oh. And it's Jamar Chase, just like that. I said they needed to get stops, and they give up a 75-yard touchdown to Jamar Chase. Two 74-yard plus touchdowns now. And 1 half. That'll do it, though, for the first half. As it is now a big lead for the Pandas. 42-17. Pharaohs, they tried to get something going before halftime, and they got it going. They just couldn't get the stop on defense to turn this thing back around. Because look, they get ball to start this third quarter. It was 35-17. They could get a touchdown here, make this thing 35-24. And you know, that looks a lot better than 42-17. But we'll see what happens. We got 10 minutes left to go in here in the game. 2 quarters. See what we got. It is nice to see that here at the Champions Classic, we get to see that little Johnny is in the stands. Current CWSFL free agent here. He's in the stands, just doing a little scouting, looking around to try to see what team he'd like to join. He has a few of them that are offering and reaching out. I believe one of the teams is playing here today in the in the Polar Bears. They will be taking on the Hellhounds in this game coming up right after this. But yeah, everyone that's here, if you see little Johnny in the stands, take a picture, ask for an autograph, say hello. It is a CWSFL OG right there, a legend. Blakely, though, comes up with a 31-yard catch. He's now at 85 yards receiving. Intercepted by Tina in the end zone. The tip drill. Tom Brady Jr. has now thrown 2 interceptions on this Pandas defense. Both of them tip drills. Oh, J Money missed him. Uh-oh, found Trayvon Wright Jr. over the middle for his third touchdown of the day. He's got the hat trick. And just like that, the Pandas are now up 49-17. Ooh! Tom Brady Jr. to Jayshon Blakely for 33 yards. That was a whole lot longer than 33 because Tom Brady just kept backing up and backing up and backing up and backing up and backing up. But let me tell you, that man found his guy Blakely in the end zone, threw a strike right there. Probably 50 yards, honestly. And let me tell you, it is a touchdown for the Pharaohs. Beautiful pass, Tom Brady Jr. 49-24. Pandas have the lead. Minute 45 here in the third quarter. Wow. The H-Man comes up with a big hit. Knocks it free from Trayvon Wright. Ooh. Can't get none there on 2nd and 10. Jay Raga. Uh-oh. Pharaohs is forced the first punt of the day on the Pandas. They got good field position too, starting off at the midfield. Ooh, and overthrew Damian Pierce Johnson. Overthrew him again. Third and 10 from the 50. Come on, Pharaohs. You cannot go out like this after you just got a big stop. There you go. Gain of 18 for Damian Pierce Johnson. Ooh, I thought that was going to be intercepted. Threw that right into 2 Pandas. And yet Damian Pierce Johnson comes up with it. That man is turning into a top wide receiver right before our eyes. Dang. There it is, touchdown Pharaohs with 4:22 left to go here in the game. And just like that, Damian Parrish-Johnson got a second touchdown. Pharaohs are back on the board. 4:22 left. It's 49-31. Now, if you can get another stop and score. But you got to get a stop here. Can't let them drive down, get in field goal range, none of that stuff. You got to get your stop. There it was. There was a way to get you either a loss of downs because of no gain, maybe a tackle in the backfield, something, and they missed it. Now it's 2nd and 1. Second and 1, and Jalen Jones is off to the races. Wow, just like that. Look at it. 63-yard run. Jalen Jones again is in there on a touchdown. He's got 4 rushes, 128 yards, and a touchdown. Wow. With 3:35 left to go. Pandas are back on the board, 56-31. Uh-oh. Pharaohs are across midfield now. That was probably more of a pass for Nathan Bodie than Blakely, but 2nd and 10. Tom Brady Jr. is 24 for 35 now. Uh-oh. Ooh, big hit, knocked it free, though. Nathan Bodie. Archie Wild picks up the third deflection for him this evening. As it's 3rd and 10. 2:05 left to go. Ooh! And another big hit knocks it free. This time it's Tina comes up with his first deflection to go along with an interception. It's 4th and 10 now. And the Pharaohs, you just take the 3 or you're going for it. And they're going to go for it. I would probably just took the 3. Honestly, why not? Just get the points. Oh, see, this is why you don't listen to me. Damian Parrish-Johnson gets 18 at a first down, and they're still alive on the drive, and now they have a chance to still get some points. Because they're at the 11-yard line, 1:40 left to go. There it is. You had them over the middle. They didn't take it. Mad Max gets a deflection. And Analyzer was thrilled in the back. You see him dancing. Ooh, Jay Sean Blakely comes up with the second touchdown of the evening for him off just 6 receptions, and the Pharaohs are going to close the gap with a minute 19 left. They're going to go for 2. Got plenty of options, and it's Damian Parrish Johnson he chooses. 18 receptions. Is that what that said? 18 receptions. Pandas are going to try to ice this game away. A first down will do it. Well, there's one, and there's a first down right there. Pharaohs call timeout. Wow, Jalen Jones. 58-yard touchdown. 5 attempts, 186 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Wow. Down to 30 seconds left, and Damian Parrish Johnson now has 19 catches. He'll probably get 20 by the end of this. Big play right there by the rookie. And down goes Brady. McGee comes up with a 10-yard tackle for loss. It's the sack. Oh, that was 20. But Nathan Bodie with a big hit knocks it free, and that'll do it to end the game. And that'll be the first game of our Champions Classic here in Egypt. And man, this one was a lot of fun. It was a great game. Both offenses started clicking, and ended up being a 63-39 victory by the Pandas. You can't trash the field too much because we still got one more team that's going to come out here and play. Jay Money looks like he's going to be your player of the game today. He had an incredible performance. He was 13 for 21, 347 passing yards, 5 touchdowns. Jay Money, man, have yourself a game. Have yourself a game, man. 63-39 as the Pandas find a way to win this in the first game of the Champions Classic, our first one ever. This one, man, it's a lot of fun. It looks like, though, these Pharaohs fans have cleared out pretty quick. Maybe if they won, they would have stuck around. But nope, it looks like it's going to make way for a lot more Polar Bear and Berlin fans. Jay Money, we know what he did. Player of the game. Trayvon Wright, 6 for 65, 3 touchdowns. Jamar Chase, 3 for 161 and 2 touchdowns. Progo, 1 for 5. Flaney Floss, 28 receiving yards. Jalen Jones had a 56-yard reception. 5 rushes, 186 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dishwasher had a touchdown. McGee had a sack. Phelps had a sack. Interceptions by Bodie and Tina. Touchdown by Analyzer. 5 tackles by X Factor and JB. 9 tackles by Bodie. 12 by Tina. Tom Brady Jr., 29 for 47, 449 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Damian Parrish Johnson, 19 receptions, 281 yards, 2 touchdowns. That 19 receptions is definitely a single game receptions record. Ja'Shawn Blakely, 6 receptions, 138 yards, 2 touchdowns. Israel was 4 for 30 and receiving touchdown. Herb Collins had 8 for 42 on the ground. Defensively, though, the deflections by Rock Solid and Extra Magic. Deflections by each of the defensive backs. H-Man had 4 tackles. Tremont King came up with 3 big tackles. Eugene Harrison had that 41-yard field goal. This was a great game, and it was a lot of fun, and we appreciate all y'all watching the Pharaohs and the Pandas as the Pandas win 63-39. This has been an amazing day of the CWSFL Week 2 here on Saturday. It's been a lot of fun. The Gazelles and Pegasi were an amazing game, down to the wire. L ended up throwing that interception right at the end of the game. Tried to throw it for a touchdown to win it as time expired and ended up being intercepted by the Gazelles. And then, man, the Pumas and Blackguards, that was a lot of fun. Blackguards found a way to squeeze out that victory in that rainstorm. They went down to Brazil and knocked the Pumas around. They're looking like a real threat out there now, 2-0, man. Bermuda's looking good. And then, man, the Champions Classic, Pandas, Pharaohs, this one was a lot of fun. We got another good one coming up next. Part 2 of the Champions Classic is the Polar Bears and the Hellhounds. And then we got our late night game coming up, Stags, Lancers, later on tonight at 9 o'clock. But coming up next, Berlin Hellhounds, Minnesota Polar Bears. We'll see y'all then. And man, was that not an incredible game between the Polar Bears, or between the Pharaohs and the Pandas? Ooh. And now we got the Polar Bears and the Hellhounds coming up. Oh man, this Champions Classic is a lot of fun. It's been crazy. And as we saw at the end of that game, a lot of the Pharaohs fans cleared out, and Polar Bears fans are starting and Berlin fans are starting to pile their way in. Because man, this one should be a lot of fun. We get to see guys like Hex Holy Cross and Reggie White go up against Axel Axeman and Jaquan Freesmith. Man, we cannot wait to get this game going. Hounds put on a dominant performance last week on the Pegasi, and the Polar Bears fell to the Pandas. So one team's 1-0 and one's 0-1. Someone's Polar Bears looking for that first win. We'll see if they'll be able to do it today against the Hellhounds this evening in the Champions Classic, or are the Berlin Hellhounds gonna move to 2-0 and keep their spot atop of the league in the standings? Who knows? But let's hurry. Let's head down to the field. They should be getting ready to go for kickoff. So let's get down there and let's just see what we got. This one is a lot of fun, as it's in the Champions Classic. We got the coin toss. We're here in the Pharaohs Stadium, where the Pharaohs actually took on the Pandas the game before, and that one was a lot of fun. Now we get to see the Polar Bears and Cody Park start off with the ball. And man, this stadium almost looks like it was made for the Polar Bears. But it's not. This is just for the Champions Classic. You got the striped blue field with the white. I'm trying to make it seem a little bit more of a neutral site here, since it's rotated where it's hosted. And just like that, right off the bat, Ben Block, 60-yard catch. And he's got the Polar Bears in the red zone. Ooh, almost had it, but missed opportunity right there by Benmark. Oh, and it's going to be a 4th down. And it's going to be a field goal now by Joanna Man on 4th and 3. And they're going to hit that, make that a 3-point lead now for the Polar Bears as they're the first team on the board. And look at that. And I'm pretty sure you won't believe this, but out of all people, little Johnny, one of the CWSFL free agents, a legend here in the CWSFL, won a ring back at the goal with the Pharaohs, man. Man, little Johnny, legend here in the league. He actually caught the football out of the field goal. Wow. Little Johnny, man, he made his way around the league. Went to a lot of different CWSFL games on Wednesday for week 1. It's insane that he made it to all the games, but he was flying with Pigskin International, the partners here with the CWSFL. He's still looking for a team, trying to figure out who he wants to sign with and who's going to be best for him. So he's going to a lot of games, and because little Johnny and Pigskin International was so great last week on getting to so many games. This week, we're doing it all again, and we Around the World Sports Network flew little Johnny out to the Champions Classic. And look at that, the Hounds are moving the ball. Charlie Stagg, 31-yard catch. Oh, I thought that was intercepted. But no, that was Kippa Jones. 21-yard catch and score from Jaquan Freesmith. And just like that, the Hounds are the first team now with a touchdown. Not the first team with the points, but first team with a touchdown, as it's now 7-3. 2:32 left to go here in the first quarter. Let's see if the Polar Bears are going to be able to get in the end zone. They were able to drive all the way down the field last time. They just could not find their way in the end zone. See if they'll be able to do that here. Ooh, tough catch by Mr. Big. Dang, that was rough. So the Hounds have the ball again. It's 7-3. There's 49 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Second and 10. Ooh. Got about 2 yards on that. So it's 7-3. Ooh, what a catch by Mr. Big right there. 14-yard snag. Dang, and Arthur Wilson just came flying through and got Cody Parks. Uh-oh, 3rd and 12. Wow. And yet they're keeping the drive alive. Ooh, I didn't know how that was going to turn out, but I was hoping somebody would catch it. 2nd and 10. 3:13 left to go here in the second quarter. Ooh, the big bot get nasty out here. Ooh. Eight-yard completion. It's 4th down, though. That's tough. And they're going to settle for 3. It's 7-6. The Hounds still have the lead, and they find Charlie Stagg over there for a first down, and they're nearing midfield. Ooh, they're not going to give him a first down? What? All right. Sure. Like, what? And just like that, Charlie Stagg is in the end zone on a 13-yard catch and score. And the Hounds are back in the zone. And they have a 14-6 lead now. Ooh, and Drader comes up with a 10-yard loss. And that'll do it for the first half, as the Hounds have the lead right now, 14-6 over the Polar Bears. And let me tell you, it's been a dogfight of a game so far. Even though it's 14-6 with the Hounds lead, it has been a dogfight, and it's gonna be a great second half. Hounds do get ball to start the third quarter, so the Polar Bears defense they do need to step up, because if not, this could start slipping away, because they are struggling when they get into the red zone. So, Polar Bears, you need to find a way to get a stop. Oh, Kippa Jones, beautiful pass by Jaquan Freesmith. Uh-oh. The X-Man. Is in there with no problem at all. 21-6. Hellhounds extend this lead. It's 3rd and 10. Cody Parks, what do you have in you? And he's got a first down to Bimlock for 13. Look at that. Ooh, I thought that was in there. That was a beautiful pass. Just no one could come down with it. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Polar Bears are down 21-6. Need to find a way to get a score here. Big play to Bimlock. 15 yards. He's got over 100 yards now. You're at the 16, and so far you have struggled, and you're in this area all game long. You got to try to figure out something. Oh, 3rd and 2. That's tough because you at least needed a first down to try to reset the, give you 3 more downs. Give it to Rushington. Oh, you can't keep settling for 3. I know. It gets tight when you're in there in the goal line, but cannot keep settling for 3. Juwan Man launched that through the uprights. 21-9. Axel, the Axeman, 75 yards down the sideline on just their 3rd rush of the day, and in there for a touchdown. Wow, just warming up, huh? 28-9, a minute 10 left to go here in the 3rd quarter, and this is when those field goals instead of touchdowns will start to hurt you. It could easily be 28-21 right now. Second and 3. And as it's 28-9, the Polar Bears have to punt with 26 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter, and that is just tough. Ooh, what a hit though. Hex Holy Cross really just knocked it free from the rookie. 42. Incomplete, 3rd and 10. Polar Bears need to get this stop right here. Fourth quarter now. It's 4th and 10. Hounds are going to punt. It's the 4th quarter. It's 28-9. Uh-oh. Big play right there by the Polar Bears. Ooh, had it just couldn't complete it. Second down. Ooh, I thought that was in there. Mr. Big coming up with a big 12-yard catch and gets over 100 yards receiving now. And it's a touchdown for Benmock. Just like that, on his seventh reception, he finally gets in the end zone. And it's 28-16 now as Joanna Man puts it right through the uprights. (28-16). We got a big third down here. Can they get the stop? Uh-oh, no. Is able to stop them after a gain of 13, but was able to get a first down. The Polar Bears had a chance to get off the field there with 2:14 remaining. A huge gain of 28 right there. Ooh, and Vontae Adams is in the end zone for a touchdown. And the Berlin Hellhounds just probably put the nail in the coffin. Fumble! And it's recovered by the Polar Bears. Sheesh. With 29 seconds left to go, could have made the score a little bit worse. 2nd and 7. Throwing it deep. Wow. Try to get it deep to Benmock there. It's 35-16. Will the Polar Bears get points before this game ends? Uh-oh. Got the first down. They definitely can get in field. They definitely can hit from field goal now. 2 seconds left. Go ahead and just line it up. Oh, they're not gonna do it. I would. Ah, they said no need to. We got Ben Block to get us a touchdown. 20 yards at the buzzer. Ooh, and it's blocked. Jagger said, no. Y'all can't get that many points right at the end of the game like that. And just like that, that'll do it for our first ever Champions Classic as the Berlin Hellhounds win this one over the Minnesota Polar Bears 35-22. And this was an amazing Champions Classic. It was a lot of fun. We had the Pandas win game 1 and the Hounds win game 2. Axel Axeman is the player of the game. 7 rushes, 136 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 receptions, 12 yards. This was an amazing event, amazing 2 games, and this was a great performance as the Hounds win this 35-22. It was a great game. Polar Bears had to settle to some field goals on those first 3 drives. Maybe if they could have found a way to get in the end zone, it could have been a little different, but they were hanging in there. They were fighting hard. But Free Smith was 13 for 20, 248, 3 touchdowns. Adams was 4 for 53 and a touchdown. Kipper Jones 4 for 129 and a touchdown. Charlie Stagg 3 for 54 and a touchdown. We know what Axeman did. He was the player of the game. Defensively, though, Jake Augustine had 11 tackles, 2 deflections. Drader had 4 tackles and a sack, tackle for loss. Artemis had 4 tackles, tackle for loss, a sack, and a deflection. Rat God had 5 tackles. Jagger had that blocked field goal. Cody Parks, though, 28 for 47, 373 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ben Block, 8 for 159, 2 touchdowns. Mr. Big, 10 for 133. Cloud 2 for 23. Rushington, not a whole lot happened. Didn't get a single attempt today. Hex Holy Cross had 2 tackles. Connick had 6 tackles. New player had 2 tackles. Drew Davis had 3 tackles. Joanna Man had 3 field goals made today. The longest though was from 36. This one was a lot of fun. Like I said, Championship Classic was a fun event. Everything was exciting. The field looked great. Stadium looked great. We appreciate the Egypt Pharaohs for hosting this first ever Champions Classic. We look forward to next year's in Minnesota as the Polar Bears get to host. But man, this was a lot of fun. The Pandas won the first one. The Hounds won the second one, 35-22. We still got one more great game coming up, though, as we got the Houston Stags and the Vancouver Lancers. And the late night game, the Nothing Good Happens After Dark. We cannot wait for that one to come up. But so far, this has been an amazing week 2 CWSFL here on Saturday. We've had 4 great games so far. It's been a lot of fun, and I cannot wait to get to this last game. So we're gonna hurry and we'll head over that way. We'll see you on Vancouver at 9 o'clock.